Coming live from the studio, this is All Sports with Gerardo. Thank you for watching another episode of All Sports. This is your host Gerardo, and all I talk is sports. On the show today, I am going to talk about NFL football, Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, and NHL hockey. Before I start the show, I hope you all had a great week. To start off with Major League Baseball, in the Major League Baseball Power Rankings, the current top 10 Major League Baseball teams are the Rays, White Sox, Padres, Dodgers, Giants, Red Sox, Athletics, Astros, Cubs, and Blue Jays. Moving on now to NFL football, now that it's June, trades can now happen, and we have had one big name player get traded so far. And there's a possibility that a few other players could be traded between now and training camp. But we've had one of the big names get traded now that it's June. The Falcons traded Julio Jones and a 2023 sixth-round draft pick to the Titans in exchange for a 2022 second-round draft pick and a 2023 fourth-round draft pick. So Julio Jones has been traded. We're going to have to wait and see about Aaron Rodgers. He could be a possible trade. Even Deshaun Watson. So far, Aaron Rodgers has not showed up to Packers OTAs and minicamp. Could he hold out? We're going to have to wait and see. Is he going to show up to training camp? Is he even going to play in 2021 for the Packers? We're going to have to wait and see. But Aaron Rodgers is another name that could be traded since he has not shown up to any of the offseason programs for the Packers, and he has said that he does not want to play for the Packers anymore. It's the same situation with Deshaun Watson not wanting to play for the Texans anymore. So could those two players get traded? We're going to have to wait and see. But now that it's June, after Julio Jones was traded, there's now a possibility that both Aaron Rodgers and Deshaun Watson could also be traded as well. We're going to have to wait and see what happens. But it can now happen now that we are in June. And we're going to have to wait and see what happens between now and the beginning of the 2021 season. Moving on now to NBA basketball, Nikola Jokic was named the 2020-2021 NBA MVP. Nikola Jokic became the first Nuggets player and the lowest draft pick to win MVP. Nikola Jokic became the third European player to win MVP and the first center since 2000 to win MVP. Rudy Gobert was named the 2020-2021 NBA Defensive Player of the Year. This is the third time Rudy Gobert has won this award during his career. Tom Thibodeau was named the 2020-2021 NBA Coach of the Year. LeBron James moved into 10th on the all-time blocks list in the playoffs. Kevin Durant moved into 7th on the all-time three-pointers made list in the playoffs. Kevin Durant moved into 14th on the all-time field goals made list in the playoffs. Chris Paul moved into 14th on the all-time assist list in the playoffs. Paul George moved into 18th on the all-time three-pointers made list in the playoffs. Kawhi Leonard moved into 19th on the all-time three-pointers made list in the playoffs. Chris Paul is the only player in NBA history to have 15 assists and no turnovers in a playoff game with 3 different franchises. Head coach Terry Stotts and the Trailblazers have mutually agreed to part ways. So right now I'm going to update you with the current NBA standings in the Eastern and Western Conference. So if we now take a look at the current playoff bracket in the Eastern and Western Conference. To start off in the Eastern Conference, in the first round, we had the 76ers go against the Wizards, and the 76ers won the series 4-1. We had the Knicks go against the Hawks, and the Hawks won the series 4-1. We had the Bucks go against the Heat, and the Bucks won the series 4-0. And we had the Nets go against the Celtics, and the Nets won the series 4-1. In the second round of the playoffs, we have the 76ers going against the Hawks, and right now the series is tied at 1. And we have the Bucks going against the Nets, and right now the Nets are leading this series 2-1. In the Western Conference, in the first round, we had the Jazz go against the Grizzlies, and the Jazz won the series 4-1. We had the Clippers go against the Mavericks, and the Clippers won the series 4-3. We had the Nuggets go against the Trailblazers, and the Nuggets won the series 4-2. And we had the Suns go against the Lakers, and the Suns won the series 4-2. In the second round, we have the Jazz going against the Clippers, and right now the Jazz lead the series 2-0. And we have the Nuggets going against the Suns, and right now the Suns are leading the series 2-0. So that is the current playoff bracket in the Eastern and Western Conference for the NBA. That is also the current NBA standings in the Eastern and Western Conference as of right now. Moving on now to NHL hockey. So right now I'm going to update you the current NHL standings in the Eastern and Western Conference. If we take a look at the current Stanley Cup playoffs bracket for the Eastern and Western Conference, to start off in the Eastern Conference in the first round, we had the Penguins go against the Islanders, and the Islanders won the series 4-2. We had the Capitals go against the Bruins, and the Bruins won the series 4-1. We had the Hurricanes go against the Predators, and the Hurricanes won the series 4-2. And we had the Panthers go against the Lightning, and the Lightning won the series 4-2. In the second round of the playoffs, we had the Islanders go against the Bruins, and the Islanders won the series 4-2. And we had the Hurricanes go against the Lightning, and the Lightning won the series 4-1. In the conference finals, we had the Islanders going against the Lightning. In the Western Conference, in the first round, we had the Avalanche go against the Blues, and the Avalanche won the series 4-0. We had the Golden Knights go against the Wild, and the Golden Knights won the series 4-3. We had the Maple Leafs go against the Canadiens, and the Maple Leafs won the series 4-3. And we had the Oilers go against the Jets, and the Jets won the series 4-0. In the second round, we had the Avalanche go against the Golden Knights, and the Golden Knights won the series 4-2. And we had the Canadiens go against the Jets, and the Canadiens won the series 4-0. In the conference finals, we have the Golden Knights going against the Canadiens. So that is the current playoff bracket as of right now for the Stanley Cup playoffs in the Eastern and Western Conference. That is also the current NHL standings in the Eastern and Western Conference as of right now. Moving on now to the show, what to watch for this week in sports: the NBA playoffs, the Nuggets, NBA basketball, the Stanley Cup playoffs, NHL hockey, the Rockies, Major League Baseball. Moving on now, on the next show I will talk about NFL football, Major League Baseball, NBA basketball, and NHL hockey. I hope you all have a great week. Tune in to the next All Sports with Gerardo show next week. I want to say thank you to everybody that listens to All Sports. Subscribe or like my pages on social media at All Sports with Gerardo. Until next time, this is Gerardo.